Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today we're going to be building Millennium Force from Cedar Point, as long as starting my project of creating all of Cedar Point. Now this is a couple months in the future pretty much, from whenever I recorded this. And my original plan was to post all this just base video and my original commentary I did over it, but halfway through I think this video I realized commenting over hours of me making roller coasters would not have been a good idea, so I figured I'd speed it up and comment over it while it's going. So here we're starting off with Millennium Force. I got the station. Oh, messing with some settings. But yeah, I've got the station. We're gonna start working on the lift hill. And having finished all the roller coasters by the time I'm commenting on this, I would say that this roller coaster came out as one of my favorites. Now, there is stuff I'd like to fix about it. You'll find out by the end of this series that there's stuff I want to fix about every roller coaster. I didn't exactly make all of them perfect the first time, and some of these rides I've actually ended up making like 4 times in the process of this, from forgetting to save the park to realizing that there was a better coaster model that I could use to make it, Maverick, and yeah, yeah, we're doing the first drop here, and here was one of the first major complaints I had with myself while making this was, should I make this sort of, I don't know, I couldn't get the profiling for the drop right, which is, I mean, all I had to base this off of were basic measurements I get from Google Earth, my phone, and yeah. So still trying, I know I'm going to mess with this a lot. I mean, I've ridden this roller coaster so many times, and even with all that, and watching pose while I'm working on it, you're going to see a lot of breaks. And a lot of times that's just me sitting back and trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. So yeah, there's a lot. This was a really tricky thing to do. I was just kind of following the layout from Google Earth on my phone. And yeah. I know the next big issue that I'll run into. Oh, see, like that little piece right there still bothers me. But anyway, the next issue I'm going to run into will be the overbanked turn. I think if I remember, I ended up using the default because it kind of exits at the right angle, but I definitely would have rather modeled it myself and got everything molded correctly. But what can I do? I also want to point out that this video in the background is running at like, what's it called, 4 times, I think, the speed of the normal playback. So yeah. Yep, still trying to get sort of the general profiling of it, smooth it out every once in a while, try and get it looking good. That's kind of the main key. If you guys want me to just get some royalty-free music and overlay it over this and just watch me build, that's cool, and maybe jump in every once in a while with some commentary. But as of right now, I'm just gonna comment over the whole thing. It'll be a lot of talking, 20 something minutes of it, but we'll make it work. So here I finished the exit to the overbank into, so I forgot about this. I made measuring sticks out of mine train track at certain distances so I can measure a distance on my phone and get the track to that distance. And if you're being a perfectionist in this game, that's something I honestly recommend, because it's really easy to get measurements and stuff. And then I was also using it as sort of a square because I believe, I don't know, like, it's been so long since I made this roller coaster, but I believe the second hill, or the first airtime hill, is in, like, perpendicular, there we go, to the lift hill, or orthogonal, but this isn't, I mean, it's 3D, but the way I'm looking at it, it's only 2D, so I'd say perpendicular. But, yeah, so I'm trying to get that angle correct, the exit to that first turn, and yeah, this part right here, I remember messing around with this forever. There's parts in some of these roller coasters that took me ages. And one of the bigger issues I came up with this recreation is that the park isn't exactly, or the parks in Planet Coaster are way too small. Like, I suppose by acres it's the right acreage, but Cedar Point's really elongated, so I had to split the park up into 2 separate parks in order to get it to work. And to be honest, let's see, what's one of the rides I'm thinking of right now? There are some rides I haven't done that I keep forgetting about. I haven't done Corkscrew, Blue Streak, and I think those are the only 2 I haven't completed as of this. Yeah, I'm breaking a lot of, what's it called? Fourth wall or whatever. Oh, hey, there, I just randomly made a bunch of the first hill. I feel like I go back and fix it. I don't know, the first hill made me mad. Oh, trying to get the second overbank was also a pain, because the third overbank is profiled like the default overbanks, but the second one isn't. The second one's a lot more shallow. Oh, here I'm redoing that hill. Yeah, my playback in Premiere Pro is also really laggy because my computer just won't use the GPU for it. Yeah, if it's just that running, then my computer has no problem. But the second I open up Audacity, what do you know? Lags like no tomorrow. But yeah. So I should probably say that Millennium Force is probably my 3rd favorite roller coaster at Cedar Point. I go to Cedar Point fairly regularly. I have a platinum pass. I freaking love that park. I love all of Cedar Fair's parks. I like Canada's Wonderland, Machine's Adventure. Oh, here we go. I'm working more on the one overbank. Okay, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I just love roller coasters. Something I've always loved. And yeah. And then I made this around the time of my finals from my spring semester of college, or my first semester of college, or second semester, whatever. Spring, I'm saying all different kinds of words right now, but pretty much I think I did this as a break to get away from my exams. I'm just like, what's something I can do, just sit back, relax, and work on that just kind of is fun, and it's like still making me feel productive. I mean, obviously I was still studying. Oh god, that profile there was horrible. It doesn't go up that high. See, like, you can just see me arguing with myself as I make these. So hard to recreate roller coasters in this game. I feel like I'm better at it in No Limits too, but I figured in Planet Coaster I could have people walking around my park and it'd be so satisfying once it's complete with all the terrain and trees and everything, that might as well work on it like this. So yeah, I just started building these. I think I was building my own park first originally, just to mess around with this game a little bit. And I made my own intimate accelerator, and I decided to have the whole launch sequence like on Dragster, which I think I just did in the most recent video. I like redid the launch sequence. Or did I just do it and I didn't make a video for it? I might have to go back and check. I think I didn't make a video for it. But I made the launch like the lights in the launch sequence for Top Thrill Dragster. Anyway. Yeah. I was having fun with this. And I'm still just looking at this. Yeah, see. Now I know for this third overbank, I wanted so much just to manually, like, to freehand it, but I just couldn't get it. It just, I think you're gonna see me try it around here to try and freehand it, and it just doesn't turn out. I can't get it to work. It's so frustrating. Oh man, what a time. I'm happy I have all the roller coasters done now, so fast forwarding to where I am now. I haven't recorded anything for this in probably a month now. No, I recorded this video specifically like 3 or 4 months ago. It's kind of something I've been working on slowly, and I kind of was just like, I really don't want to edit this. My YouTube channel is just kind of not doing too much. And then I'm like, I really want to edit this because I feel like this is something cool that I'm doing. I mean, I feel like more people could recreate Cedar Point, and I feel like people probably have, but I mean, why not show me doing it? Even though most of you guys are here for my Roblox videos, which I probably should do more of. I've been programming on Roblox too lately. I've had a couple ideas for games. As a little update, oh my god, what did I do there? That went straight up. Anyway, yeah. And I'm finishing up after this hill right here. The second turn, I think I go back and redo this again. Like I said, I redo so much stuff for these roller coasters. It's kind of insane, to be honest. But, oh well, I love it. I like making them. So, yeah. My main goal is to make it as real. Like, I want to kind of feel like I'm walking through Cedar Point whenever I go down to the level of the peeps and I walk around. Like, that's kind of my goal. You can't make it perfect because no video games are exactly like real life. I mean, I guess if I were to... No Limits definitely would give you the freedom to make a park look as realistic as real life, because you can, there's more modding support, and I mean the entire game's a simulator, so you can import export more kind of stuff for that. I guess that game just gives you more freedom though. But yeah, as you can see here, we're working on that final turn, going into that last little airtime hill, which is one of my cool, I mean, I love this coaster. I want to go to Cedar Point like right now. But I gotta move into college in like 3 days. Anyway. Amazing. Yeah, I've been, in terms of Roblox, if you guys want to update on that, I've been programming a little bit. I mean, I know how to program in at least the basics for C++, Python, Lua, Java, but Roblox is just sort of the easiest thing I can just hop onto and just start making something that I envision pretty much, so that's why I use it the most. A little childish if you ask me, but I love that little thing. I've been a part of that community for so long. I mean, not like actively, but, and I guess I wouldn't say I haven't really been like part of that community. It's just sort of something I've been doing to like learn to program since 5th grade. I'm going into my 2nd year of college, but anyway. Yeah, here we're finishing up. We're going into that straight away. But I can tell you one thing, there's still 8 minutes left in this video, and I can guarantee you that I spend the rest of this time trying to get this last little bit perfect. I'd probably go back and redo that second, or that, yeah, the second airtime hill again. Yep, so far in the recreation, one of the biggest difficulties I've been having is the pathing. I've got sort of the Millennium Force midway, like by the Panda Express and stuff. I have that pathing done, but it's such a bizarre thing to make that it's kind of, I might have to redo it. Sometimes I wish there's a little bit better pathing in this game. Alright, and we're back at it. I think I took a break there, and I had to go back and I'm gonna have to edit that, but anyway, so here I'm trying to make that final overbank, and once again I think I end up using the default. Maybe not. I might not have been able to get the right angle on it. Oh, so I made the right there, if you saw, I made the brake run this way. I had a place to end that was more defined, I suppose. I think I end up making more of the brake run. Okay, here I'm looking at it, analyzing it, trying to figure out what I want to do for this overbank, because it was pretty awkward. Yeah, I'm just working on how I want the brakes to work right here. Let's see, I'm making sure I got that angle correct. And then looking at the angles for the rest of the part of the ride. Decide that that angle's not correct. Go back through, redo it. I have to make, with how this is working, I'm pretty sure I make this final brake run or the final overbank manually. I feel like this is once again part of the ride that I would like to redo, but you know, it's whatever. Yeah, see, now I'm just messing around with that, trying to get the profiling correct, similar to how it is in real life, which is so hard. I mean, if you mess with it enough, it is possible to get it to that point. Now here, I think I'm looking over the ride. If I did a... Yeah, here I'm looking over it, trying to see if there's any places I would like to fix. I think I fixed that overbank, and then I think I end up doing a first-person POV, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up doing all those at the end. Once I'm done with all the roller coasters, I'll go one by one and ride them. This is just me making them for now. Yep, doing some cleanup duty, cleaning up my ride, making sure I get all the banks correct that I want, smooth out the banks. Trying to get the banks as close to how they look in real life. That's mostly what I'm doing right now. You know what? I might have to go back and just film the POV on Millennium 4. Well, nah, because that brings spoilers as to what's in the future. So we'll wait till the end to do the POVs. We'll wait till the end. I have most of the roller coasters done. I'd like to get to the part where I start to build the path or the park. So here I think I'm messing with the settings. I'm looking them up to see how many cars and stuff it has. Working on that. Took a little break, you know. Making sure I'm getting all the blocks set up in their correct position. Because obviously this doesn't have onload and offload stations like Millennium Force actually uses. There, I think I'm got the blocks pretty well set up. Let's see, is it gonna let me use 3 trains? I think I'd get it to let me use 3 trains eventually. Oh yeah, there, now I have 3 trains. And, oh, gotta set up the speed a little better. Now she's testing. And yeah, I love this. I love how I love this recreation so much. It's not perfect by any means. I'm gonna have to redo this. Like, I can tell you that last hill looks a bit too big. Just a bit too big. But just look at it go. So satisfying after working on it for so long. And I mean, I didn't even really work on this for that long, I felt. This was my 3rd attempt at recreating it though, so I think I had a lot more of it in my mind. I haven't done any of the pathing since. I think I just put the exit and entrance there just to put it there. My plan is to do all that last, like with the pathing and stuff, like where I'm at right now pretty much. Because where I've done the pathing so far is in front of Millennium Force. Wrapping around Rougarou and Iron Dragon and going towards there. That's about all I've gotten done. And yeah, isn't it? Such a beautiful roller coaster. One of the most beautiful roller coasters, I'd say. Although all the roller coasters at Cedar Point are photogenic. Oh my, look at the stats. It's almost perfect. The excitement could be a little higher, but, you know. Now, I think here I'm comparing my track length, and I can't remember. Mine might have been a little shorter than real life. Looking at it, just ballparking it, it looks like it might be shorter. But I love the way it worked out. And the speed stuff. Some stats are pretty close. That's all stuff that I'll probably end up fixing in future iterations of this. But, yeah. With that, I would say we have a pretty good Millennium Force recreation in the first part of this video. thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more, because let me tell you, I have a lot more of this recorded, and I'm ready to edit it now, honestly. Release it. Show you guys some more roller coasters at these parks that I've made. And I'm excited for the final product of this whole series. It's gonna be sweet. Making 17 roller coasters. Well, not 17, because you can't technically make Pipe Scream, I suppose. I haven't made any of the kiddie rides either. I know I've made Wicked Twister, though. We can get to it. Just some last little views here. I guess I didn't do the Pove, unless I do it like right at the end. But yeah, just some last little tweaks, looking over it, making sure it's all good. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.